Locals of GP was really painful. I went 1 and 3. Lost first to Rayleigh, lost second to RG Smoker, lost third to Bonnie, and fourth I beat a Reju. Just also only beat him because I had Luna. It's just what it is. I'm not super hyped about PRB at the moment because obviously I want to play emo. But it kind of is what it is. I have to play something at locals, and I also got my GPAAs, so I'm gonna be putting them in now. Just gonna try and find them all out, which I need to put in there. It's a little sad that I'm gonna switch away from GP most likely for PRB. I know, obviously I have to do an emo update, but I didn't get to play today emo. I really was hoping to get at least one emo game against somebody locally, but nobody had anything with them. So, kind of is what it is. I will be moving away from GP to UP at the moment. I may give GP one more try, to be fair. I maybe give GP one more try. This is the AA Rush Luffy, which I got. Pretty sick, like that. I want to try with no 4C Luffys. Even though I can tell already it's gonna suck. And try with this Skepta list. Yeah, and have just the Janitazorus in it. I'm thinking about that at the moment. That should make your Rayleigh matchup a lot easier, but I think it just fucks every other matchup. And freeze Don Luffy is just better. I think into BY, it's better into Smoker, it's better into Shanks. The problem with GP is the going first curve. Like, I've lost every single dice roll today, literally. I didn't win a single one. And I had to go first in every single match, and it just doesn't feel good. Going first in GP just doesn't feel good at the moment. That's why I have to play 3 Luffitaros, because if I don't see Luffitaro on first, it's just even worse. Yeah, overall I'm just not happy with it. The way the new 2C Sami, the new 2C Nami is obviously a good card, and it brings consistency in seeing Sanjin Puddings. The problem that I'm facing is that all the pieces that you are searching with Nami are all bricks, right? Sorojoro, brick. Rush Luffy, brick. Sanjin Pudding, brick. Rush Luffy, brick. Right? It's just all bricks. And you just sometimes are just so bricked up that there's just no fucking escape from it. That's why I am heavily thinking to going back to UP just for PRB2 and for the Bonn championship, obviously, right? So in 2 weeks I'll be competing in Bonn. And I'll most likely at the moment, the way it stands, I'm probably just going to play my UP deck because it's also the deck I know the best. I know just obviously I have bought a bunch of AAs for Green Pepper Luffy because I was so I don't know if you ever have that. I basically built GP Luffy, went to a local, went 5-0, and just thought this is all amazing because I won my dice rolls. I saw all the pieces I needed to see, and today, and also like generally lately on Sim, I just been not seeing what I need to see. I haven't been seeing what I need to see, and it's been really difficult going first. It's just tough, right? So I am thinking of just moving on it at the moment. Maybe I change my mind at some point, but not right now. Got 4 of the Sanjis, got 4 of the Sanjin Puddings, and got 4 of the Zorojuros and 1 of the Rush Luffys. That just is what it is at the moment. What can I say about GP? What else? I can talk about my matchups. Let me talk about my matchups. So initially, the first matchup was Rayleigh. Rayleigh won the dice roll, went second. Saw 2 searchers early, which was really good obviously for him. Didn't even play a Rush Luffy. And I kind of still sucked it out. Right, I may have gotten a little greedy in the end, where I was trying to go for lethal, and he kind of just still survived, even though he had like 2 cards in hand. I was starving him as well. So I don't know. I don't know what else I could have done in that game. He didn't even play a single Luffy, and I lost that game, literally. And I'm obviously not a professional, but I'm not a bad player in any case, right? I know what I'm doing. So that really hurt, but really is a bad matchup as it is anyways. Second match was a Smoker. Lost dice roll to Smoker, he went second. I did my thing. On 5, I played the Freeze Luffy. Didn't play Sanjin Pudding because I didn't want to deal with the 6 cost Law on curve. I also knew that he searched a Rayleigh, which was a slash character, I actually just realized. He used Perona to find Rayleigh, and I knew that, on 6 he was going to play Law, and then if he goes Law into a Rayleigh, that'd just be horrible. So I wanted to prevent that. Yeah, there was he triggered Morgan out of life. I think that really cost me 1 Sanjin Pudding, and just generally cost me 1 swing, which I was just missing at the end for lethal. Then we were playing against Bonnie. Then I was up and against Bonnie. Smoker also played Mihawk, and then he played the green event which restands Mihawk and give plus 4k. It wasn't Paradise Waterfall or something else, but that was pretty horrible as well. I think I may have gotten through if I didn't lose the 1 Sanji Pudding to the Mulgan, but it's just what it is. Right? If he spends 4 Don to play a Mulgan, it's a different story than he just triggers it out of life. So next on Bonnie, Bonnie again, 1 dice roll, got second, and what did we have there? I think I just did my Sanjin Pudding. I did all my pieces. He did see Cavendish, played Cavendish out. I didn't see Freeze Luffy. After Cavendish came Mihawk. After Mihawk came a Shanks. After a Shanks came Bonnie and 3 cost Bonnie. After that came another Shanks, and then came another Shanks, and I just couldn't get through. I was 1 swing short again. I almost got through Bonnie, but again, almost got through is not true. He played 3 Shanks, to be fair. But I mean, he could have played 3 Shanks, because he could have also just played a Dofi, and I would have died as well. I could have played a Kid, I would have died. Didn't really matter. He could have played the Kid, it would have been over. He could have played the Shanks, which he did, it was over. He played Dofi, it was over. All of those cards are horrible for GP. Then I went into Reiju. Reiju also 1 dice roll, took second. And I should have really frozen the Reiju. I realized that at the end I should have frozen Reiju. I didn't. And he played with 4 Don the Ichiji. But I had in my mulligan hand a Luna. So I kind of was okay. I knew that if he was going to go ham and he swung everything, I was just going to freeze his board. And the same thing, and that's basically just what happened. And he kept swinging for my Zorojuros, and I kept countering out for the Zorojuros because I wanted him to commit the blockers, basically. And then when he committed the blockers, I just lunared his board and it was over for him. He tried to protect himself with a Bonnie blocker and a chopper, and I DMG'd both of them, and it was just game over from that onwards. So yeah, this was my GP. I really wish I could have gotten an emo game in. I'm really sorry. Not to you, to me. I wish I just want to play some more emo. But I'll be playing emo, and then on the next locals, I most likely will play UP and see how that goes. But until then, we'll do some more emo. Tomorrow I'll try and give a better update on emo and get some time and get some information in on that. Also, the local didn't let me record, which was kind of annoying, so I couldn't have actually gameplay for you. So here we are. I wish you all a good day. Sorry, I'm a little down because I just got my ass kicked today. That's just what it is sometimes. It's part of the game. I really like GP. I just wish I wouldn't break so badly. And first wasn't so horrible. So yeah, there we go. Peace.